Now to that royal visit. Prince William hitting New York City solo this week, back in the Big Apple for the first time since 2014 for important meetings with top leaders, even fitting in a special undercover jog. Check it out. Prince William touching down in the Big Apple Monday on a commercial flight for a whirlwind two-day visit. His first stop, Governor's Island, just off the tip of Manhattan, wading in the water with local middle schoolers to see the effects of the Billion Oyster Project, working to rebuild oyster reefs, which can help protect the city in major storms. The 41-year-old also met with Antonio Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General, to discuss climate change. And on Tuesday, he even went for an impromptu run in Central Park.
I decided to join the hordes of New Yorkers doing their morning routine.
And then the main event, the heir to the British throne speaking at the Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit, announcing the 15 finalists for 2023 who are all making strides in fighting climate change.
I'm building an enormous team of brilliant people and letting them crack on and do the work that needs to be done.
He also paid a visit to a fire station near the World Trade Center, touring the house and speaking with first responders about challenges, especially those relating to mental health, and shaking hands with well-wishers lined up to greet the royal, capping off the prince's first visit to the city in nearly a decade. And Royals contributor Robert Jobson, who is part of the press pack traveling with the prince during a stateside visit this week, joins us now from London. Robert, good morning. Thank you for being with us. This is the first time William has come to New York in nearly a decade, as we've said, and he did it solo. What does this visit signify, and how does it strengthen the relationship with the U.S.?
Well, Janae, I think what's happening here is he's stepping up into that role as the number two, the Prince of Wales, the heir to the throne. And so he wanted to be in the New York for the, well, when all the movers and shakers of the world were there for the UN General Assembly, and also it being New York Climate Week. And therefore, it was very important for him to be there to launch this Earthshot Prize, which, of course, is being seen as like the Nobel Peace Prize for the environment. So it's hugely important for him, and it showed him stepping up, meeting the Secretary General, having bilaterals with the President of Paraguay. All of these things were very important to him. Very important. And of course, we saw their more regular side of him. We heard about the jog in Central Park. How did that happen? How much security was there? I don't know about a jog in Central Park. I struggled to get the walk from Times Square to the UN building, but he was up very, very early in the morning because, of course, you've got that jet lag scenario going on. He would have looked out the window and seen Central Park and just thought, well, I'm going to just go and do it, and check with his personal protection officers from Scotland Yard, and off he would have gone and joined the hordes, as he said, of native New Yorkers getting on with their fitness regime. Yes, the hordes of New Yorkers. And no one really knew about it until he said it. No one really knew about it until he brought it up, which I think made him really quite pleased. Yeah, and just really cool to hear. Now, we've heard the prince reference JFK in the past. This visit was no different. How has the former president influenced the Prince of Wales? Hugely, Janae. I mean, the whole business of this Earthshot Prize is hugely important to him, but it came to him and really based upon that incredible speech 60 years ago by President John F. Kennedy at Rice University at Houston, when he said about, we don't do these things because they're easy, but because they're hard, when referencing going to the moon within the decade. And that's really what William has set himself with the Earthshot Prize, to try to get real solutions by giving big prizes to companies and people all around the world that are changing the whole issue of the environment and making a difference to try and save the planet. It's a big ask, but America got to the moon, and that's what resonates with William, to try to get the same impact to Earth. And in fact, it's interesting, he's working alongside Ambassador John F. Kennedy's daughter in doing this, as well as the big movers and shakers around the world. All kind of comes full circle. Robert, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Pleasure.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.